Steeler Nation, what's good? Because we're not looking too good. It was another primetime night, and this time at SoFi, I said that it was going to be a game time decision if I went. And yes, I did end up going to the game. And Steeler Nation, we rolled in deep into SoFi, but sadly, our boys did not show up. I'm your host, Devon Lewis, and in today's session, I'm going to be talking about my first ever game by myself, completely by myself. My first time at SoFi, and of course, the Steelers' terrible performance. Can't even say performance because we can't even perform. But talking about just the experience there. Well, I knew that the Steelers rolled in deep. I know that we travel well. You always see it, like, when you're watching the game, everybody waving them towels. No matter what stadium you at, like, Steelers fans, we gonna show up. And I've been to one away Steeler game in Oakland, and there was a lot of Steeler fans. It was like a couple years ago when the Raiders were still in Oakland. And I've been to a Steeler game in Pittsburgh when I was little, like in elementary school, years ago. My one and only game in Pittsburgh. But other than those two games, those are the only two games I've ever been, like, ever. And so when I realized that they're going to go to SoFi, I was like, you know what? I think I got to go. And I was trying to see if I can get my money right, seeing what I was feeling like. And after the Colts performance, I was like, all right, I think they worth going. Like, I'm going to spend a little bag. I'm going to go by myself. And I decided that at 3 o'clock. I did. And I got dropped off by my wonderful girlfriend, and she dropped me off right before you get in the entrance. So I walking in, and I gotta say, before I saw a Charger fan in sight, I saw about like 10 Steeler fans before I saw that first Charger fan. Like, I was like, look at my people, we rolling in deep. Like, it just made me feel so at home. And so I had walked through a couple of the tailgates. It was cool just seeing everybody, barbecue, chilling, all this stuff. I do gotta say it was a cool moment because this one Steeler fan, he came up to me and he just kind of gave me a football card. It was Mike Wallace. He just had a bag of football cards, and I'm assuming it was Steeler cards because he was a Steeler fan. And he was like, here, take this. And I was just like, I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be here. But I walked around the tailgates for a little while. Then I went to go to my seat. And so I got to say, SoFi is absolutely amazing. Like, it's a stadium that is worth it. Like, I was just like, wow, this is nice. And, man, like I said, the Steelers rolled in deep. Like, it just was just yellow, full of towels, rolling. And it was just crazy because, like, they introduced the Rams, and I heard more boos than cheers. And when the Steelers came out, it got loud as shit. Like, I felt alive. Before the game. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so dope. I'm getting such a good experience. Like, I have a good seat. Like, I was in, like, section, like, 200 in the back of the end zone. Like, it was a great view. I loved where I was sitting. I actually am glad that I didn't pick, like, the sidelines, because I got to see, like, the whole field and, like, the scheme of things. And it was just great. Obviously, the game wasn't great. But everything before the game, great. The energy was live. I had a lot of Steeler fans in my section. It's funny because I had an empty seat right here on my left side. And then I had 4 Charger fans right here. And then one Steeler fan in that friend group. So there's like 5 of them, I guess. And 4 of them were Charger fans. One of them was Steeler fans. And I guess they go to the game all the time. Cool guys to sit by. Older guys. They just made me feel good. Like, we were talking about the game here and there. And he was even like, dang, you really know about your team. Like, and I was like, yeah. I should have told him about my podcast, but I didn't. But besides the point, it was really a great experience. Like, even if you told me that the Steelers lost, like, I still would have bought the tickets. Like, that's how good the experience was. But great time. Gonna make a video. Gonna post it on TikTok. If you want to look on it, go for it. But now speaking about the game. Because it was bad right out the gate. The Chargers gave us great field position because of a bad kick. We got the ball at the 40-yard line, and I'm like, sweet. This is great for our offense. Like, let's get it going. First play of the game, false start. I'm just like, oh, my gosh. And following that, 3 and out. I'm just like, this is what we're doing today? This is what we're doing. And then we get a punt. I mean, we get a great punt. Like, we put them at the 11-yard line, and I think the defense really came out with great energy as they forced them into a 3-and-out. And not only that, but we start our next offensive possession in enemy territory because of a bad punt. So these are the moments that we need to capitalize on. Like, if you're able to get off the field quick defensively and have advantage to put on, points on the board, starting on their side of the field, like, you got to do it. You got to do it. Like, and me personally, call me greedy, call me whatever, I don't care, but I want more than 3 points. I love money bars and all, but, like, I said in my last one, like, we need more than 3 points. Like, we need more. But Boswell kicks a nice 59-yarder. I'm like, cool. Whatever. We're off to a 3-0, start. We ain't see that lead. We ain't see that lead again. I wish Rodgers and DK connected on that third down. It seemed like Rodgers was frustrated that DK didn't go more upfield. The route was probably a crossing route like DK ran. But, Rodgers seeing that DK had his man beat over the top, I'm pretty sure Rodgers wanted him to go up the field. At least that's what it seemed like. Like, Rodgers is very smart QB. He has great IQ. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw what he saw a little bit because I'm like, go towards the end zone. But it is what it is. Like, we get 3 points, whatever. The defense comes back on the field. They do a solid job once again. And I got to say, like I said it before, they came out with great energy. Like, every third down, Steeler Nation was on their feet waving them fucking towels. like we were helping try to give that energy, but defense came out to play. Like, the Chargers, they do a little tush-push to convert on the fourth down, but our defense still holds. And we actually missed an opportunity to get a, early turnover, but Joey Porter drops an interception. I'm just like, Shayla. The next offensive possession, we were pinned inside of our own 10, and that's when Rodgers does his best impression of happy feet, and they get a safety, and I thought that he was protected very well. I thought he had time. I don't know if he got scared or what. I don't know. But he definitely didn't need to try to escape the pocket at least that quick. But bad decision. It leads to points. They got to 3-2. Defense is forced to come right back out after they just had a cool stand, and they make another stand again. And I'm just like, all right, D, want to come out and play some defense? And that made it 3 punts to start the game. And I knew at that point that we had to put some points on the board because our defense wasn't going to hold off that offense forever. Like, they were going to score eventually, no matter when that score came. Like, come on, defense is trying to get us going. Offense, you need to step up. And offense started the next drive with a nice catch by DK for about 15. And then Washington had a nice catch in the middle, which I've been saying he's going to need to do more of, catch the ball. And it was a nice catch. He catches in between two people. It was a nice catch. But this same drive is where Jonnu couldn't hold on to the catch. And I'm just like, it wasn't his fault. Rodgers could have definitely made a better throw. And he was off all game. I'm going to get to, Rodgers and his miscues, whatever. But he kept missing high all game. And then we couldn't even get points on the board because all of a sudden Money Balls want to miss the field goal. Which just completely shocked me. I'm not even going to lie. It really did because you don't really see a miss. You don't. And I had hope. But at that point, I'm just like, it just don't feel like it's going right for us. The defense is here, but where is everybody else at? And the Chargers, they drive on us, but our defense makes a nice stand in the red zone, and they only get 3. So we get a stop, but we not only don't get 3 points, but we give up 3 points. So quick turnaround just off the 2 drives. At least it wasn't a touchdown, but, points is points, especially when you're losing. Rodgers threw a deep ball out there to Austin the next drive, and it was good coverage. I got to say it was good coverage, but Rodgers had to put a little bit more on there. It had to be perfectly out there for Austin to get it. The throw had to be perfect, and it was a little bit behind him, which is why the corner was able to make a great play on the ball, and that led to another 3-and-out. Just offense is just trying on the field and trying right back off at this point. It's just bad. And then the defense, they come out, and what they do? Get another stop. Benton's third down sack forces them to punt, and we get another opportunity to try to put points on the board before halftime, and we failed. We failed because Rodgers sails the ball over DK's head, and just goes interception. And once again, the Chargers, they don't mess around. They don't mess around with that turnover. They score on an easy slant, which I thought killed us all night. I feel like they could have done a slant every play, and we would have got beat every play in the middle. Like, it was, like, I just kept watching, and I was just like, oh, my Shayla. But it is what it is. 12-3 going into halftime. Like, it actually isn't a bad score. Even though our offense isn't doing anything, we're still in the game. I'm just waiting for the offense to wake up. Like, defense is trying everything they can to keep us in the game. But, I mean, offense, you got to score the points. And, you know, defense, they came out after halftime, and they got off the field quick. Once again, as the Chargers got the ball at half. But, once again, offense can't move the ball. And I'm just like, this ain't the Aaron Rodgers that I expected to come see. Like, I've never seen Aaron Rodgers play in person, and this is my first time getting to experience that, and he's playing like this? I'm just like, oh my gosh. So Chargers only get a field goal that whole third quarter. It's 15-3 now, entering the fourth. Still doable. Still doable, even though our offense has been silent the whole game. And we finally get a good drive on offense. And I'm thinking we're going to score and we're going to be right in it. We get in the red zone. We stall on all 4 downs. I didn't like the call at all. I didn't like the 4th down call at all. I thought maybe we could have done some crossing routes or something. Like, why are we just trying to do like a little fade ball to DK in the end zone on double coverage? Like, I don't like that play at all. I don't. Like, I maybe don't mind it on like 2nd down, you know, trying to like, I don't know. I just don't see why we did that. That was your go-to play. Gotta have it. We're throwing that. When Rodgers had been terrible all game. I want to say, he was terrible. He's been off all game, and we're asking him to put a perfect ball up there for DK. Yeah, I just don't think that was the best play call at all. And once again, the Chargers wasted no time getting down the field thanks to McConkey's slant once again, and a couple plays later, put it in his zone off a run. 21-3. And we're still not. It looks bad, but you're honestly not down by that much. You're kind of still in the game. I mean, you just got to have a little pep in your step on offense, but everything just went downhill from there. Everything was already kind of going downhill, but no, everything went straight downhill from there. Like, Austin's drop pass leading to interception. Our defense actually holds the next possession, but then we muffed the punt. Chargers get 3 more. I'm just like... It was just a terrible performance, and we finally have our best drive of the game in garbage time. I finally saw the Steelers score a touchdown. I actually stayed for that drive, like, hoping to see one. I was like, I'm going to stay. You know, they got one more time. Like, mind you, a lot of Steeler fans already left already. But, I mean, right after that touchdown, I started following the rest of the Steeler fans out the stadium because it was just embarrassing. I was just thinking, like, damn, like, we really showed out. Like, Steeler Nation, we really showed up, showed out, and our team looked like that. Like, it was just bad. And defense, you had a great, not really great, but you had a good performance. Like, it should have been good enough to win, sadly, but our offense just didn't show up. And offensively, the high throws by Rodgers, that didn't help because there were some, like, important downs where if you would have just made a good throw, we could have been in there. The Jonnu catch, like, that could have changed things. Maybe we don't miss that field goal when Boswell comes out because it's closer, or maybe we get a touchdown on that drive. Like, so many things could have went differently just looking on the offensive side of the ball, and I don't know, I didn't expect that. I just didn't. And this is where, I tell people that Steelers are probably the most inconsistent team in the NFL. Because how have you beat the Patriots and the Colts, who are pretty much standing on top of the AFC, but you lose to, like, it just don't make no sense. Like, those are your 2 best wins against 2 top teams, but then you shit the bed against the Bengals, and you come out here, like, 0-3 in Primetime. Like, I don't get it. And on defense, even though they had a good performance, like, I just don't feel like we're good enough to play man. I feel like every time we play man, our corners are getting burnt. And then if we play zone, I feel like there's always some type of confusion with the linebackers or just someone's not filling the zone properly. But they actually played pretty solid. Like I said, they played solid enough to get the dub. Should have got the dub, but they didn't. Like, could have played better, obviously, but it is what it is. And I said before the game that the Chargers haven't really been taking the ball away from their opponents. And I said going into the game that I hope we aren't careless with the ball. And what did we do? We had 2 INTs, we had a muff punt, and we had a safety. We gave them all that. You can't expect to win a ball game doing all that. Like, muff punt, I mean, it was in garbage time, but, like, you can't have no muff punt. They not forcing you to do nothing. You just got to catch the ball. Safety, like, come on, lock in. You got to know where you at. Get the ball out quick. Damn, do something. Don't sit there and do happy feet in the end zone. Like, it was just tough. It was tough to watch, honestly. And I'm just sitting there, and there were times where, like, the crowd would get amped up, hyped up. We'd get stopped, and I'm like, okay, this is it. This is when we're going to get things going. Nope. I was sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. And then next thing you know, it's fourth quarter, and we're getting our asses whooped. And I thought Rodgers was going to have a better game. Like I said, possibly 3 TDs, but he looked bad. This is easily his worst performance. And I don't know why people are just, like, bashing that man. Like, I've seen, like, some Steeler fans out there, like, get Rodgers out of there, blah, blah. Like, damn, we jumping ship on man? We jumping ship on dude off of one bad game? Like, dang, we all human. We all have a bad day. Like, shit. I don't get what the commotion's about. Like, yes, dude had a bad game. You could sit there and tear him up for having this bad game. Dude, you played bad. Played terrible. But you can't just look at that performance and just think, like, he's not going to do shit the rest of the season. Like, look at the past couple games. I mean, he's been pretty solid for offense. Why are we just now trying to abort ship off of one bad game, some bad throws? Like I said, he played bad. He even accepted it at the press conference. He said, you know, he had a bunch of bad throws, bad decisions, just bad. But, I mean, give the guy some grace. Like, he had a bad game. Now, if he starts having 2-3 bad games in a row, then it's going to be like, all right, what we doing, Rodgers? But it's one bad game. Like, I never seen him that bad, but I'm not going to worry. I honestly gives me more confidence next game that he going to come out and throw some darts. I think he played well against the Bengals last time. Shit, maybe this is a good game to have right after that performance. Maybe he can, you know, get back in his groove again. Because I hope so. Because the game tomorrow against the Bengals, I'm gonna need our get back. I am. Because let me find out that we let Joe Flacco put up 300-some yards and Jamar Chase goes for about 100. Like, let somebody else beat us. Don't let Jamar Chase tear us apart. Let somebody else beat us. Don't let their run game be even there because they don't really have one. So last time we were struggling to stop their run game. Let's actually stop it because it ain't all that. And defense, y'all gonna need to show up again. You've been trending upward. Don't go down. That's all I ask. Don't go down. Please keep trending upward. Like, I can't see no more inconsistencies, man. I just can't. It's just, us Steeler fans, we just can't take it no more. I'm going to be honest. We just can't. And, you know, people are asking about Tomlin, and he needs to be fired, yada, yada, yada. I said it before, and I said it again. Like, I like Tomlin. I think he's done great for this organization. I think that he's made winning records with teams that were not even that good. But when you have a team like this with big names, with high expectations, you have to reach that high bar that you set yourself. And for me, coming into the season, I'm like, we got to at least win win one playoff game. Like, I'm not going real high with the Super Bowl. I mean, yes, deep down, I want a Super Bowl. And I think this team could win a Super Bowl if they put in a complete game, but we have yet to see that. But I don't even know if we're going to reach that the way that we're playing right now. Like, we can't just have one side of the ball show up. We need both. We need playmakers. We need to make plays. And right now, we're just not doing that. And so tomorrow, I just need to see some dogs. I need to see people hitting. I need to see plays being made. I need to see everything. Like, because after that performance that we just had, it was just embarrassing. But I hope we do bounce back. I think we are. You know, we already lost to the Bengals once. I think we're gonna get our get back. We're home. I think we're gonna bounce back. I think we're gonna be all right, Steeler Nation. At least for this week. Take it week by week. Steeler Nation. Steeler Nation, you guys are great. Like, you guys really made me feel welcomed when I was going around in the tailgates. Like, just kind of like feeling out the vibe and everything. Like, you guys are awesome. We're awesome. We're awesome, even though our team's not awesome, man. I really hope we do bounce back. I think we are. But I just can't wait for tomorrow. Like, forget Saturday. I'm ready for tomorrow. Like, people don't understand when football season come around, like, this is all I look forward to. Like, hurry up and give me to Sunday. And I don't ever feel like that, like, when it's not football season. Like, Sundays are just, mellow, nothing happening. But when it's football season and my team plays on Sunday, I can't wait for that day. Like, hurry up and get me there. And that's how I feel right now. Like, I need to hurry up and see them boys come out and play some football tomorrow. And play football like how they want to win. That's what I need to see tomorrow. But Steeler Nation, that's going to do it for this week's breakdown. I mean, the game was cool. The game was fun. I wish we would have won. It would have felt better. But that's going to do it for this week's breakdown. If you're rocking with the pod, make sure you like, subscribe, comment whatever you want to say about the team. Say about me. I don't really care. But I want to hear what y'all think. Shoot, let me know. Until next time, I'm Devon Lewis, and this was another great session. Thank y'all. Catch y'all later. Go Steelers.